But ladies and gentlemen, first you've got to get mad. The process starts with righteous anger. These are the words of Howard Beale from the 1970 movie, the great movie Network. How many people have seen Network? Okay, now that's only about half the room, okay? Maybe 55 or 60% of the room. Everyone should be familiar with the movie Network because of the allegory about, not even the allegory, it's like a documentary really, about how the media really works to mind control people. And the main character, Howard Beale, he said, all I know is that first you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it, my life has value. This is what righteous indignation is about. It's ultimately coming from a place of love and self-respect. It's someone saying, I don't deserve to be treated like this. I have rights, and I deserve not to be aggressed upon. I deserve not to be treated badly. I deserve not to be enslaved. See, the base problem in all of this is self-loathing, coming from a place of abandonment issues. And then that creates a sense that we're not worthy of something better. Beale, the character Beale in the movie Network, is telling people you have to come from a place of self-respect and self-value. And that starts by getting angry at how you're being treated as a slave. Okay? That's the righteous indignation I'm talking about here. That's the sacred gift of anger. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. How many people are so angry they will not comply? How many people in this room still pay income tax? How many people are still working in a job that has withholding, meaning you had to give a Social Security number to your employer and they are withholding money from your paycheck by a show of hands? Okay, that's less than I was expecting in this room, so that's good. But that's still about 50% of the room, okay? Now, we're a special instance group here, okay? You know, you look at that really societally all around us, that's going to drop to 0.0001% real quick, you know? All you'd have to do is extend the radius of this room a couple blocks and it would be 1%, okay? So, the point is, you have to get angry about what's being done with your resources, you know? I'm not willing to pay for the rape and murder of children. I'm not willing to pay for bombs being dropped on people that I've never met. So that's why I'm going to withdraw. I'll find other ways to procure resources. But I'm not paying my enslaver. I will not do it to the extent that I am empowered to avoid it, you know? That doesn't mean I will never buy anything in society. If I'm going to present, I need a laptop. Okay, there's going to be sales tax. That's an unavoidable one, at least right now. But how many of us are so angry that we pull back from things and say, I will accept the hardship that goes along with doing it differently because I will not comply with evil? See, the sacred anger is about saying no to evil. It's about, like what my shirt here today says, know your rights, because those who will never say, who don't know their rights in knowledge intellectually, will never say no to the evil forces arraying around them. You know, that's the lost word. It's both K-N-O-W and N-O. No and no. Because in order to say no, you have to know what right is, what objective morality is. So anger, as I'm talking about it here today, is a sacred gift. It's a gift of creation. The fact that we can feel it in our physiology and express it for the purpose that it is intended to be expressed is actually what I call a sacred gift. Anger is much more than a simple emotion. It is actually an evolutionary force. Anger is a sacred gift of creation. It exists for a reason. When we feel and express anger for the right reasons, it can be transformed into a powerful tool to be wielded against injustice. Righteous anger is actually an expression of true love from the source of all goodness, from creation itself. Righteous anger rises up when we realize that injustice is taking place around us and that we are obligated by heart-based intelligence. True care, true sacred anger comes from the heart. It comes from caring about what is right, caring for truth. From a place, we are obligated by heart-based intelligence to create positive change in a world that has gone morally astray. Focused, righteous anger can compel change and root out darkness and evil. Righteous anger is the precursor to true courage. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later in the presentation. Being angry for the right reason and purpose gets us to a place, actually, of activating our courage and our willpower. Without that fuel of anger, most of us never get to that place of truly taking action and developing that courage that is really needed to do that. When used correctly, this kind of anger can become a driving force in our battle for freedom. Anger is the correct emotional response when the human condition is slavery. Just imagine slavery going on, continuing around people, and they're not even angry about it. You know, people will be like, I hear people say, my friend Joel, who helps with video editing at What on Earth is Happening, said to me, Mark, I make some of my, quote, normie friends watch your videos. I'll play some of them for them. And he said, the first thing they go is, I can't listen to this guy. He's too angry. What the hell could he possibly be that angry about? Never thinking there could be a valid reason. But they don't want to hear it just because it's imbued with righteous anger. But that is the correct emotional response. To not display the emotional response of anger in the face of slavery means something's broken. And it's not just broken in the human mind. It's something that's broken in the human heart and in the human soul.